Now then, people, good evening or afternoon. Evening, I think. Welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. We didn't do this show last week, so I was missing in action. And, to be honest, I just woke up from a nap. I won't lie to you, I'm knackered all the time at the minute. And I thought I need to talk some football. And then I thought I'll speak to Wolfie. Wolfie was stuck on the shitter. We just spitballed some ideas, and then I brought him on. So Brett says, has Wolfie cheered back up yet? Toys Defo came out of the pram. I think Brett's a Sunderland fan. I did see you got clipped up as well, Wolfie. I was like, this game is, yeah.
Just for your reaction.
Yeah, the Sunderland lot.
Hey. And by the way,
wins, mate. No wins. Yeah. What's going on?
But I'm still getting over the fact you were asking me to show you.
I was like, sure. And then I was like, oh, shit, you'll think I mean show me the shit. I didn't mean that.
Like, we're mates, bro. We're not quite there, though. Sorry, what was your question? How am I feeling? Tired?
Yeah, what's going on, mate? You must, still no wins in the league. And you know what? This guy could easily get the sack before Christmas, man. I swear to God.
I don't know, man. I'm tired, but I'm not worried.
No?
If you want logic to behind why I'm not worried, I can't offer you any.
Yeah.
Something inside me tells me it will click. It will click. We should have beaten Sunderland, man. If they didn't have such a corrupt referee on the pitch, we would have beaten them. But excuses FC and all that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. You know what's weird is last season, Forest were making 2 chances a game, maybe 3 if we were lucky, and we're scoring. This season, we're making 15, man. And these guys finishing, I swear to God, man, it reminds me of Sheffield United players at the moment. It's so bad.
What's happened to Chris Wood?
Bro, I don't know, man. Have you seen the header he missed?
No, is it bad?
Bro, it was from 4 yards out. It's his bread and butter. Puts it wide. And I'm still staring at it, thinking, why is the net not bulging? Surely it's got a bulge. He can't miss that. I kind of would have fancied myself with that head. But there's just been a lot of those, there's gilt-edged chances that are just not going in. So, I don't know, man. The copium is, for me, we're still, what's the cliche? He's still creating the chances. It's better than not creating the chances or whatever it is. Yeah. I don't know. It just has to click, man. But there are things that are annoying me, like this whole Zinchenko thing with him inverting into midfield. Bro, he's one of the worst defenders, and I use that word very loosely, I have ever seen. He cannot defend. He's so bad at it. He's actually pretty good in midfield. I just don't get why you just don't put him in midfield and then put an actual competent left back in. But again, Ange wants to invert the left back in the formation he's playing. But there's just I don't know, it was a really bad performance as well. We dominated possession. It was one of those games where we were just passing sideways, then out to the winger, then freaking back was starting to piss me off, by the way. We'll get on to him, right?
Oh, really?
But then, then he would get the ball and then he would run back towards goal. I've started calling him backwards, man, because all he's doing is just running backwards. I don't know if it's the whole, we drive on the other side of the road to what they do in France and stuff. Maybe he still doesn't know that the pitch is still the same way. That doesn't change in England. I don't know, man, but he's playing in the wrong direction. And then it pass it across, recycle it to the left, get to the edge of their box. They got this nice, compact kind of setup. And it's all right, let's recycle it back to Milenkovic. Spin around the other way. What do we do now? Let's just cross it in. And it's just cross, man. It's it reminded me, remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer, man? So less crosses than I did in that game on Saturday. So it's quite depressing, especially after I was in a really good mood. Man United had lost. Liverpool had lost. Who else lost? Chelsea lost. Spurs technically lost in my book. So it was a good weekend, and I was thinking, right, I'm going into the Sunderland game after the way we cooked Batista, even though we didn't win. I'm like, I'm going to have fun this week on YouTube, man. I got where do I start with my freaking cooking, man? I was writing down names and receipts and stuff. And then, Forest do what Forest do, bro. Pressing.
Yeah.
Can we stop talking about Forest?
You can make. Obviously, I don't know if you saw our game, but again,
I did. I was
late.
watching your watch along.
Yeah,
You
late
played
heart.
at 3, didn't you?
Yeah, we played at 3:00, and you know, I'm gonna save these stats for Thursday, but you know,
don't show your hand, bro. Don't show your hand.
no, but I'm just gonna say, like,
I've enjoyed the watch.
Yeah, Bournemouth, yeah. Up until the game we played, had faced 19 shots in total. No, sorry, 21 shots in total. They faced 19 against Leeds United on their own. So, you know, that's, you know, there's some.
You don't even need that stat. Spurs played Bournemouth the week before,
and they lost. They lost. They lost.
Why didn't you hold out? Why are you doing this whole conceding late goals now? That's like the second game, isn't it?
Second, innit? The third, listen, the Fulham one's a little bit like, it's just weird, that one where it just bounces off his head. It's not really.
I don't know about bouncing, bro. That was one of the best headers I've ever seen.
But the weekend, man, I was gutted because Bournemouth, Bournemouth are a very, very good side, man.
I hate them.
They're a very good side, and yeah, like we were better than them in parts, and I'm actually, what it's done, Wolfie, has given me some real confidence going into Saturday. Not that I needed any more.
Is it this Saturday?
Yeah, this Saturday lunchtime. Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot wait. I'm more excited for your game than my Newcastle game, man. Oh my god, this Thursday is going to be epic on Potts' channel.
It's gonna be fun, innit? I can't wait.
Watch them hide. Watch them hide this Thursday, man.
Oh, they'll be there. They'll be there. Because Sava's coming on my channel after, actually, for an opposition preview. So he'll be there.
Are you doing a preview?
Yeah, I do like an opposition preview after Potts' show every Thursday. So
I thought you meant after the game, and I was like, how you doing a preview? Because he said
Sava's
coming on after. Yeah. I was like, for a preview. I was like, it's a little late, bro.
Yeah, no, do you know what? I think we'll be all right, man.
Are you at home, yeah?
Yeah, we're at home, yeah. Again,
I think it'll be a draw, but a draw for me.
We've not lost at home, yeah. We've not lost at home since September last year.
Yeah, I hear it, but you put in championship stats.
Yeah, still though.
It sounds good. I hear it. It sounds good. It sounds good. But you know what? Watching that Leeds game, I kind of thought you should have been maybe 1 or 2 up before they scored.
Yeah, Calvert-Lewin, man.
Calvert-Lewin should have scored. And there's a couple of other chances. I can't remember who it was. But I think that showed a bit of resilience as well. You went one behind. I was like, oh, exactly, and the zone and what have you, and good corner goal. But man, it's like you would have taken a point before that game.
100%.
But the thing is, the way the game played out, it's still disappointing. That's the problem. Like, we as football fans, we become fickle in the moment, and you know, situation and context changes and everything else. I kind of feel like you could have been 3 points better off than where you are now.
Probably.
Like that Fulham point, 2 more from Bournemouth.
Do you know what I'm going to put to you now? Yeah. That Leeds United, they're actually quite good. And the division isn't the big bad wolf that they all made it out to be.
Yeah.
You know, all this talk of the gap's too big and all that sort of stuff. And I say this for Sunderland as well. I don't fear anybody, Wolfie, coming to Ellen Road, that's for sure. Of course, you've got to play the likes of Liverpool's and City's away from home, I get that. But coming to Ellen Road, I don't fear anybody. I look at the teams now and I go, and I mean this with no disrespect, I wouldn't mind facing your lot now. Before
I wouldn't mind my under-15s facing my lot right now. I wouldn't mind my under-15s facing my lot right now, man. Seriously.
Man United, they're not it. I don't know. I just look at it now and I say, right, okay, if you can get a result out of Spurs, you then come out of the international break, you play Burnley, right? Let's get 3 points there. I don't know. I actually think if Bournemouth's one of the better sides, and they have shown that in the 6 games that have been played, then we've got no to fear. And that chatter of Conference League, it might well just become a reality.
You're getting back to that stage. 2 weeks ago, you were worried, right? Relegation was relegation. Now we're sniffing at 7th again. But
Do you know, I
I
just
hear
don't think
exactly what you're
it's that
saying.
bad, man.
I agree, man. I agree with you. And that's why I'm not really worried about where Forest are, right? Because the league is a mess. And I kind of like it, and I just wish it wasn't Bournemouth that were up there because I can't stand those twice, right? But and it's what I said to you before the season. I was like, you can go all season, lose every single away game. We won one away game against Southampton, and we came up. We stayed up because of the home form. So as long as you got the home form, that's all you want. The other thing I'd say is I never like facing promoted teams in the first 10 matches of the season, ever. Because I don't think one, they come on the crest of the wave of the excitement from being promoted and what have you, and they're like really motivated and up for it and so on. And I don't think opposition teams have fully sussed out the tactics because they're probably only planned for, say, a Leeds or a Sunderland in that week. You know what I mean? You haven't got historical data to look back on. So I don't know, when we played Brentford or whatever, you can see, right, this is how they set up last season. What's changed here? What have they tweaked? It's easier to analyze a team that you've played regularly for the last few seasons. So until there's that sample data of the new teams that have come up, I don't like personally playing them. And
so what you're saying is, at the minute, it's more of a surprise factor why we're getting results.
I wouldn't say surprise factor. I'd say lack of respect. And I don't mean that in a bad way.
Okay,
because we had that last season. Like when Forest went into this kind of Nuno ball and were getting results and stuff, no one was taking us seriously until the last 2 to 3 months of the season, where you could tell that teams were like, okay, instead of teams going, here's the best way to describe it. Instead of teams going to play how they want to play, they adapt to play against your weaknesses. And this is what I think teams are still disrespecting the 3 teams that have come up and not analyzing and say, right, here's their weakness, here's their strength, let's play to their weakness and what have you. The more you continue to do the results and the results you're getting, the harder it's going to be, because teams will switch to that respect from, not disrespect, lack of respect is probably the better word. And that's where I see the change happening. Now, when that happens, how do you react to it? We didn't react to it last season. We didn't know how to counter their counter, if that makes sense, tactically. So get the points on the board now, while teams are still giving you that lack of respect and not really, and playing how they want to play rather than adapting, especially at Ellen Road, man.
Yeah,
I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of my feel of
it.
it.
Of course it does. I hear what you're saying. It's like when Bielsa, for example, if you look at him, I know I mention him a lot, but obviously we finished 9th, second season around when we were worked out a bit. He gets sacked, you know what I mean? And I get it. I do. I understand where you're coming from.
But I like that pure football, man. I always liked Bielsa ball. It was, as a neutral, it was always entertaining, and I see elements of Ange ball in him.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? And
yeah.
I prefer watching attacking football over defensive football. I admire the arts of a defensive setup, but I'm there. I want to be entertained, man. I said this on my channel. I'd rather win 4-3 than 1-0 any day of the week. I don't care about freaking clean sheets.
But you need to win, though, right?
Well, yeah. Then people tell me that's an important factor these days. I can't remember. It's been a while, so.
Because I do hear it a lot, though. It's like, oh, I'd rather we lost than go out fighting than play like this and lose. Just what I can't get along with that, man. At the end of the day, for me, it's just you've just got to win at all costs.
Like we were discussing this the other day. I think there's more tolerance, not in the Forest
attacking
situation.
Style.
Yeah. So if you've got an attacking style and you're losing, you can see signs of what they're trying to do. Yeah. If you're defensive and you're winning, it's fine. You will block out the I was bored or it was counterattacking. But if you're defensive and you're losing, 100%. That's the worst formula. That's the formula where you're not showing anything on the pitch, you're not showing the results on the league table. Yeah. And that's where it can get toxic. So like on Ange, I've seen slight adaptations. I don't think he's playing the same way he was playing at Spurs. Right. I just think it needs to click. But we got a hard run coming up. We got Newcastle, Chelsea. We got 3. Then we got a loss coming against Bournemouth because we never beat Bournemouth. And then we got United. So I think we have to beat Chelsea and we have to beat United at home and maybe draw with Newcastle. And then things will settle down after that. But international breaks, fingers get itchy on triggers. You know, we got one coming up after. Oh, bro, there's another international.
I know, it's well annoying, isn't it, man? Do you think there's a world in which we see a manager sacking during the international break? I'm looking at probably Amarin.
I really hope not. I really hope not, bro. We got him 1st of November. I need those 3 points off him.
Same. I want him in charge for when we play them, man.
Like, would you sacrifice them winning their next match just to keep him in? Even though,
of course.
Yeah, but you know what? And I can say it here. I know there's similar feelings to my feelings towards United here. I want them down, bro.
Oh, it'd be nice, wouldn't it?
And it could happen this season.
It could happen.
It could happen. And I almost feel like my life would be complete if that were to happen.
Oh, it'd be amazing, mate.
Bro, I would love to see how many of their plastic glory supporting fans would stick with them. I reckon their fan base would half. I reckon most of them would switch from red to blue. Or maybe red to red. They go Liverpool. Because they are glory supporters. Oh God, what I would give to
it'd be amazing, wouldn't it, mate? Let's be honest. It would be fucking amazing. Harvey says we play them next week, Sunderland. I think is it at Manchester United as well, Old Trafford? See the way Sunderland are playing at the minute. It's at Stadium of Light.
Let me check.
They don't get a result at Stadium of Light.
Oh no, it's at Old Trafford. It's at Old Trafford.
They might get a result then. They might.
I tell you what, Sunderland are very organised. Like, I know I was pissed off during the game and stuff, but they reminded me a lot of us last season. And Xhaka was really good.
Yeah, he's
like really good. That was a really good signing from them.
Do you know the thing with Sunderland though? They're gonna, when we play them during this month, is when AFCON happens. They've got so many players going to AFCON, which I'm buzzing about because that means that we'll play a lesser Sunderland side in January or no, December.
I expect them to fall away though. I don't know if they'll go down. Yeah, I do. They didn't look. Sunderland were very defensively organised. Their keeper was fantastic. He was, for me, probably man of the match. He made some great saves in that game. I just don't see. I still think it's the whole. I never really judge promoted teams till after the 10 games. Either they're already in trouble, or then you can start to see, are they going to lose that kind of crest of the wave thing and drop down? So I don't see it being sustainable. I think teams will start to show them more respect and they'll struggle. And it's been a while since they've been in the Premier League. But they got a good squad. They have, man. According to Indie Callier exclusive, according to source at Manchester United, Amarin was called in by bosses for urgent meeting. He's been asked to change the formation to 4-3-3. He was left speechless. Certain Man United officials believe the manager is to get sacked. Is now when and not if at this stage. Oh, for God's sake!
Do you take? Do you believe this Indie Callier news? Because obviously,
I don't know, bro. He disappeared for like 5 years or something, didn't he?
Yeah, but then Ornstein said he gave him some credit, didn't he, this summer?
Yeah, but I think there's been too much BS from him or her or it or whatever. But I also look at the United situation and think, like, can that team turn it around? I remember when Ten Hag was there and everyone's like, oh, he's got to go, get out of my club, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't, as soon as Amarin came in, I didn't see much of a switch. The players are still an issue. They're starting to feel like Spurs to me. They got that little kind of Spursy virus just in that club. Because I was saying this to my United mate. I was like, who has gone to United
and done well
and improved?
No one.
Struggling to think of anyone. Yeah,
they go backwards, mate. Totally, they go backwards.
And then when they leave, they get better.
Huh?
And when they leave, they get better.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Every summer, it's like, oh, this is the next one. This is, and they go backwards, man. And then when they like you said, you know, Scott McTominay went to Italy and you know, He was voted in the Ballon d'Or, for fuck's sake. Do you know what I mean?
Player of the season in the league, I think.
Yeah. Do you remember like McFred and that? They used to take the piss out of it. And now, like,
Yep.
it's mad.
Freaking Anthony scored against us, the bastard of the week, midweek last week as well. So
I've seen that.
Actually, really
How
well.
was that for you, mate? Being in Europe,
mate? It was nice, man.
Yeah,
it was nice. It was nostalgic, isn't it? Like the last European match I saw as a kid was the 5-1 slapping against Bayern Munich. So that's how we'd left our European thing for like nearly 30 years. But nah, it was good, man, and it was like good. The fan base was well buzzing for it, and we played so well. That first half is the best half of football I've seen Forest play for a long time, bro. For a long time. It was exactly what I wanted to see. Like high octane, chances, attacking, again, missing open goals. Like Callum Hudson-Odoi missed an open goal from 2 yards hitting the post. These silly things. We should have had the game put to bed. And it was all around Douglas Luiz, bro. And I need him back fit because that guy is.
Is he injured already?
He's Ange's being a bit cagey about it. He's like, he said he took him off because he felt his hamstring, but he hasn't tweaked it. But then he's been saying in his interviews that Luiz we've got the international break coming up, so we don't need to rush him, kind of thing. So it's almost hinting like we're not going to see him until, I can't remember, we've got Chelsea, I think, after the international break. So I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Who do you play this weekend, Wolfie?
Newcastle away. Tough game.
Yeah,
did you think they played bad yesterday, by the way?
I didn't see it, bro, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't see it. I was driving. I listened to it on the radio, and then obviously all I could think of, mate, was like, Arteta, man, why you've had a perfect opportunity here when, you know, Liverpool have dropped points and then they go one down to Voltamada. But they did it, mate, and they must be bouncing now, man. That's huge. And obviously it puts a real chink in Liverpool's armour because there was all this talk that, you know, they were going to be impenetrable and all that sort of stuff. I mean, what does it do for you in terms of the title race? Does it change anything for you? Because I think
I haven't changed my mind since the start of the season. I've said Man City will win it.
Really?
I still think they do. I think I've seen, I mean, we've discussed it, and obviously on Wednesday we're going to cook the crap out of them. I cooked him last night as well over it, but it's the sustainability factor for me with Liverpool. Their defense looked so slow against Palace. I just think, like, when you look at how Palace play, I mean, Glasner's almost a genius when it comes to tactics and stuff. He's playing those long balls over Kanate, creating space, creating chance. They should have been 4 or 5-0 up. And I think managers should and hopefully will assess that and be like, right, this is how you get Liverpool, get the line up a little bit, put the balls in over the top of Kanate's head, use and make sure you've got pace to attack it. I just think they're too vulnerable at the back. And they've shown that all season so far. Man City for me is still not quite clicking, but I just still think Pep is a genius. And I think Pep will get it over the line. He's never gone 2 seasons in a row without winning the league. So in his whole career,
it's some turnaround, mate. If they did, like, because I don't think not many anyway would have predicted them. Not many at all, I don't think.
Can Arsenal do it? Still the Arteta thing for me, bro. But if you look at the team they put out yesterday against Newcastle, that's the team that people like me or you, non-Arsenal fans, said they should have played the weekend before whoever they played. Yeah. And he's played that, and shock horror, they've gone and ended winning the game. Yeah, it was tight. I think Newcastle were unlucky not to go 2-0 up with that freaking porn star guy. What's his name? Voldemort up front.
Voltamada.
He hit the crossbar. Bro, it was an open goal. He hit the crossbar just to start the second half. And he could have made it 2-0. That might have made a difference. But I thought Arsenal played really well. I don't think Newcastle played bad. I thought tactically they were very good. But I don't know if it was a penalty or not, though. I can't make my mind up on it. And the Gyökeres thing. Have you seen that one?
I haven't, mate. I've heard the kickoff over it, though, with
they're all kicking
Saka and whatnot. Talk to
Yeah,
me,
so
mate. What? Go on.
Gyökeres went round the keeper. Keeper got like his toe onto the ball, got a very slight touch to it. Then his knee knocked Gyökeres over. Penalty was given, but it was overturned on VAR, which I was surprised at because they said he's made contact with the ball first. I really don't know what the rules of football are anymore. It's like sometimes you hear him say, "Oh, the intent was to do this. It doesn't matter if he got the ball and what have you." But there was a definite nick on the ball. But what's the rules? I don't know. I don't know. So I would have said it was probably not clear and obvious, so the penalty should have stood. But I don't know. It's like, is there a certain amount of contact that has to be on the ball for it to not be a penalty, or is there any contact on the ball? So, and yeah, people in chat saying the exception states that if the arm is out, then it's a pen. Oh, that's the other one. And then Gabriel handled the ball in the penalty box when his arm was up here.
Penalty now.
Yeah. I mean, what's your instant reaction?
Like straight away, it's a pen in it, regardless of if he's touched the ball. Like he's gonna, if he's not there, he's getting round it. If you don't take him out, he's scoring, and he's getting round him and he's putting it into an empty net.
Does it matter that he's touched the ball?
I don't think so, mate. No, not with the pace in which he's got to the ball ahead of Pope. He's got it round him. I don't think so. It needs to be a bigger touch for me, if that makes sense. I don't think him touching.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying on that.
Yeah.
But how much of a touch is an acceptable touch to not make it a penalty? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the bro. Look at the Gabriel one, the handball. That one was crazy.
Let me have a look.
That was, I think it was towards the end of the match. I can't remember who crossed it. It might have been Elanga, I think. Gabriel slides in with his arm up here, and it's not given as a penalty. And they're saying, because I think it was Elanga, I can't remember whatever Newcastle player it was, because Gabriel almost slid in, the ball hit. For me, the ball hit.
That's a penalty when he slid with his arm up.
So what's your instant reaction? Penalty?
I would have probably thought so. Yeah.
Yeah. So they then like scrutinized it, and they said that because the ball came off Elanga onto Gabriel's boot, because it came off his boot and deflected onto his arm, it doesn't count. Had it come straight off Elanga's boot onto Gabriel's arm, then it is a handball.
But you just still well, that's stupid, isn't it?
But if you watch the replay, it almost looks, for me, it looks like Gabriel played the ball, I think it was Elanga, I can't remember who it was, onto Elanga's foot onto his arm. Like, it's so hard to decide who got the first touch. It's getting ridiculous with these VAR decisions, man. I think it's a penalty. He's gone in and his arm is in an unnatural position. Whether or not it takes a slight deflection or not off his boot, on whichever way the sequence is. But can you tell me what is a penalty? What is a handball, these days?
It's fucked, isn't it, mate?
Yeah, it's like one rule for Big Six, one rule for us.
I wish I knew them, you know what I mean? It's like when people say, they go, they'll be, oh, this guy clearly doesn't understand the rules of football and engagement. I'm like, does anybody really? And when you're talking an emotion at the time and stuff, it's like, come on.
Bro, it's like, yeah, apparently what you were saying, like people, I was getting bare messages saying, oh, Dominguez simulated. Well, I'm reacting to what I saw at the time live, and it looked like he was fouled and a player's studs up. So sorry, that's how I saw it in real time. It's, oh, you don't know the rules and what have you. So I don't know, man. What I will tell you is I noticed a massive gulf in the quality of the referees from the Europa League one to the Premier League. I didn't have any problems with any of the decisions the ref made in the Europa League against Betis. I thought he stopped the game at the right time. There was nothing controversial. Where he could let the game flow, he did. And I've just been noticing this so much. When we go into World Cups or Euros, the quality of the refereeing is so much better. until it's the English ref that's reffing, and then we seem to get controversy on it. So why is it we're claiming we have the best league in the world when we have the worst referees in the world?
Yeah.
Like Howard Red Webb, man. He's got so much to answer for, and he gets away with absolute murder, man.
Yeah.
Murder.
It's facts, man. It's facts.
Mm-hmm.
What do we make to Maresca and Chelsea, mate? Because obviously there were talk of them thinking they were in a title race. They're going to be doing baits. We'll push Arsenal and Liverpool closest and all that sort of stuff. And they got off to a decent start, but since then it's been pretty poor. I even seen some question marks or even discussions over the manager as well, which I found a little bit mad. I don't know what your thoughts are there, mate. 2-2 against Brentford. Brentford look, they're not great. I know they've obviously done
Even
better
we
than a
beat
lot
Brentford,
of us.
bro.
Huh?
Even we beat Brentford this season.
Yeah, well, they're doing better than a lot of us probably anticipated, but
yeah,
Chelsea maybe not so much. 2-2 against Brentford, bro.
No, you mean Brighton?
Eh?
No, they lost to Brighton.
They drew with Brentford 2-2, no?
Yeah, but then they played Brighton, bro.
Oh, the Brentford's the week before, innit? My bad.
You
Yeah,
need
sorry.
to get some sleep, bro.
Yeah. No, but then, like you said, they lost to Brighton as well, man. So
yeah, but we didn't do it last week, so you know, I hear you. We got to catch up on all this. Exactly.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious because what you're saying about Maresca, I always see, you know, with managers, you have that instinctive reaction to whether you wanted the manager or not, right? And then once the manager's in, you then have to have the phase where you got to convince yourself that you want that manager, okay? But still in the back of your mind, there's your initial gut feeling reaction to the manager not being right or being right for the job. When Chelsea got Maresca, if you remember back to the reaction of the fan base, it's like, why are we getting a championship manager? What's this guy done? Just because he was Pep's understudy before he's at Leicester, that doesn't make him good. All those questions that were being brought up against Maresca are now being brought up again. And it's the same people with the same questions. And I understand it. It's that kind of gut feeling doubt that people have in the background. I think people are being harsh on him. Chelsea fans, you know, see our boy Lewis with his belt and stuff, and Charlie chatting crap all the time, and all the other Chelsea fans.
I love the back and forth you have with that guy, man. Is it Charlie? Yeah,
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, we go back a while, me and Charlie, man. He's always the first to react to anyone's defeat, right? He's more shameless than me. He was sending who lost at 3:00. Yeah, they lost at 3:00, and then he was sending me messages saying Sunderland. He was sending Liverpool lot messages. I'm like, bro, you've just held a major L against your feeder club, and you have the shame, no shame, to do that. But yeah, so yeah, with Chelsea, I just think their recruitment has been atrocious.
Yeah, it's terrible, innit? It's so atrocious. Bad, bro. It's so bad.
For so long, they've needed a 9. Just a gunman.
I know.
Just a gunman. Get a gunman. The midfield is good enough.
Man. The goalkeeper's fucking mental.
Keeper, yeah.
It's the goalkeeper is mental.
It doesn't need much for Chelsea to be doing decent. That's the if I was a Chelsea fan, that's what would be frustrating me. A goalkeeper, another centre back, spend 80-90 million on a striker instead of all these kids that no one's heard of that you're bringing in.
Jalap will do well, but he's just injured, isn't he?
Yeah, but is he the? Would you put him as your 9 for a title challenge? Do you get me? Is he ready for that?
No.
And that's what I'm saying. If Chelsea are meant to be the Chelsea that they are, then they needed a number 9. Pedro, I agree, is a good player, but I kind of prefer Pedro more in the hole, almost that Sheringham position.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? In that 10. Yeah, I feel like they've been allergic, a bit like Arsenal. They were allergic to buying a striker for so long, and I thought this summer they would have gone for one, but they got that Ted Bowley guy who's just doing crazy things, turning it into
a madman.
Yeah, and I keep telling Charlie and the rest of them, you lot celebrated more about the profit you made in transfers than you do about stuff that happens on the pitch. So hold that, Chelsea, and they may struggle to get top 4, bro. They may struggle.
Maybe. Mate, tonight your old manager Nuno starts his campaign off against against Everton. How do you think he'll do? I think it's a good appointment for West Ham, man.
I think it's an excellent appointment. Excellent appointment.
Do you think? Do you know what's funny though? They hounded out David Moyes for a brand of football that won him a European trophy. They go to Potter, and then they end up with someone like Nuno, who, no disrespect to the guy, is very similar in his ways to what Moyes is in terms of his brand of football, right? So I just think it's crazy, man. But what do you
I would
reckon?
go a step further. I think he's almost identical to Moyes.
Yeah.
Like, but he's exactly what they need right now. Their defense is a mess. It's an abs. I know we didn't score against them, but that tells you a lot about the state of my club
We
right
play
now,
them,
right?
I think, when we come back from the break after Burnley.
Do you? Away?
I think so, mate. Yeah.
Look, what Nuno will. Huh?
We're shit in London, you know. We haven't won in London for, don't know what it is, mate, but we just can't. Yeah, no, the record goes back. It's a real thing, man. We cannot win south of the border, mate. We just, like, London's our kryptonite, man. So, no, we play West Ham at home.
You got them at home? Bro, you ever going to play away? Like, how many home games you got?
To be fair, we played Wolves and Fulham away from home, man, before we played before we drew with Bournemouth, man. 2 seasons ago against Millwall was the last time we won in London.
I hate Millwall.
But we've only lost twice outside of London in forever. So, like, we just can't play down south, man.
Oh, yeah, you lost to Arsenal, didn't you? Okay, I hear it.
Fucking lost. We got absolutely obliterated against Arsenal.
I didn't think you did. I thought you played well for 30 minutes. And then
for a period, but then it just crumbled.
Corner FC, Stoke settings went in.
Yeah.
I think.
Do you know what? How do you think did you see the stat about after 6 games, in the last 2 seasons, I think one season there were 6 points, last season it was 8 points, and then us, Sunderland and Burnley have got like 26 points already or something like that. So do you see a world in which all 3 stay up?
Yeah, I predicted you all stayed up at the start of the season. I still think out of the 3, if one were to go down, it'd be Burnley.
Yes, Sam, I agree.
I think it'll be Burnley. I think Wolves are in serious trouble.
Yeah, they
serious trouble.
Getting a point against Spurs means fuck all, does it, really? Let's be honest.
Well, I was happy for them to get 3. It would have been hilarious, but
would have been brilliant, man.
Yeah. I think Wolves are in big trouble. I need to see what Nuno does, because what Nuno did last season was unreal, right? But in the first season, he was still transitioning into becoming what we became under him. So we still were fighting against Luton for that final spot, and we got a PSR points deduction. So it depends how far gone are West Ham, because he'll sort them out defensively. My biggest worry with West Ham is I don't think they've got the pace for the counter-attack that he would like outside of Somerville. I mean, you'll know Somerville better than me.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's quick as well, but his fitness was he injury prone at your place?
Not really, mate. No, he seemed to go to West Ham, pick up a knock, and then he's been in and out, hasn't he? But mate, they've got Jarrod Bowen, man. Jarrod Bowen's a baller, isn't he?
Yeah, but I'm talking in the system for Nuno.
Yeah, cool.
He needs that kind of Elanga outlet. So I think what you'll see with West Ham is a lot of 0-0s. A lot of 0-0s. They'll be very good away from home. I think he'll get them organised away from home. I think tonight probably is going to be a draw. I can't.
For Everton and West Ham.
Yeah, I really like what Everton have done this season and what they did in the summer. I think they do what we did last season. I could see them pushing for a European spot. But yeah, Nuno will be the right person for them, but they will turn on him quickly, especially our mate Lawless. He'll be like, yeah, organized. 2 months down the road, I'm bored. So it'll be exactly what they had against Moyes. And I think West Ham fans need to understand they ain't that club. I remember West Ham in the Championship.
Yeah,
played them plenty of times there. You know what I'm saying? So like, they're not that club. They think because they're in London, because there's a Chelsea around them and Arsenal around them and so on, that they should be, fighting top 6 every season. They should just be happy with survival, bro. They should be happy with survival. If they go down, it'll be funny. But you imagine
Yeah.
this dream world where Man U go down, Spurs go down. West Ham. I don't really hate West Ham or anything. I just it would be quite funny. Those three went down, man. That would be absolutely hilarious.
What's this? Joe, why was you arguing with a solicitor called Pundit who never watched a game or his own team? Is he on about George?
Is George a solicitor?
I don't think so, but who never watched a game or his own team? I don't know who you're on about. I'm assuming you are on about George.
Might be talking about George.
Because he did say he didn't watch the game, didn't he? Because he was away with work. Or
I was gonna say Saba's not a solicitor. It can't be him. Who else is on there? I'm not a solicitor. It might be me. I'm not a solicitor.
No, I don't argue with you, bro. We don't argue, man.
Yeah, man. We're on the same page, man. Fuck the big six.
Yeah. Fuck the big six. We're here to fuck shit up, man.
Exactly, man. And I love that you found this passionate hatred now for Spurs, bro.
It's not even that, man. I just was like, I was just having a bit of fun, but then George came sticking up for his big brother, didn't he? And and then he went from there. But Lee from Manny will be back. That was the best bit. I went, who's Lee? And he went, I said Leeds, mate. I watched it back and he called me Lee. I was look,
I was watching it and I was like, I couldn't tell at some points. I was like, is Joe getting like legit pissed off here, or is it the YouTube thing, as Hooks would say? And then when he said I didn't do a Mancunian accent, I was like, right, if Joe ain't pissed off, if anything's gonna trigger him, it's gonna be that insult. And I was like, all right, I'm not even going to fuel the flame here. I'm just going to sit back and either this one burns to the ground or it burns itself out, right?
Yeah, he called me a Mancunian. Yeah,
I was like, you know what?
Sick.
I don't talk like that. Why are you doing that voice, Jones? I gotta say, that's the most fun stream of the week, man. That is...
I love it, man. I can't wait. I can't wait for it next week, to be honest. This week.
I can't wait for it this week, man. I want to see whose chest is going to be the most out.
100%. I can't wait.
Bro, they look stinky again. Did you watch the game against Wolves? The Spurs?
Didn't, man. Didn't. I switched off this weekend, you know. I just listened to bits on radio.
I wish I had as well, man.
Yeah, I watched my game and then just switched off. But
they were appalling.
I saw it was a late equaliser as well, right?
Oh, 96th minute equaliser. So lucky, right? And freaking Paulinho whips his shirt off like he's just won the Champions League. They celebrated that point against Wolves more than they celebrated winning the Europa League. It was embarrassing, man. It was an embarrassment of a performance, embarrassment of a team, an embarrassment of a celebration. And they have the audacity to come at Arsenal fans who celebrated that late equaliser. The fans celebrated the late equalizer against Man City. These are the players doing that. It is just pathetic, man. I really wish Wolves had won it.
Oh, I mean, to give Wolves their first point in itself, not great. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
man. What is it? 1 win in 4 now, and that was against West Ham.
But this is the thing I've said to you, right? With Frank, and you glaze him, man. I don't know why you do. I don't know what you've seen in him, bro. What are you seeing in him? He's just an organized manager that never wins anything.
Yeah, I mean, well, he did well at Bournemouth. They played a decent brand of football in the Championship, then obviously adjusted it to stay in the Premier League. But the proof will be in the pudding now, obviously, with Spurs, won't it?
There are Spurs fans that are turning on him already. It's beautiful.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Deji. I think Deji's on fraud watch.
He's funny.
I'm with Deji tonight, actually.
He's such a funny guy, man.
I love Dej, man. The thing is, Dej has got about 9 teams to be relegated and Spurs to win the league this season. It's like his maths don't maths, man. It's just there, like, going on about anything.
Big up, man. And here's Daniel 90 era. He's obviously a Spurs fan.
Oh, has he got Ginola in his picture there? When they used to have good players. Do you know that Spurs team? I don't think there's a brain cell on that football pitch, a footballing brain cell. Like Ginola, football IQ off the charts. Bale, Son, and always. I look at their team now, and I don't see real leaders, and I don't see real footballing brains on there. Paulinho may be at a push. But right, their attack is crap. I don't know what Sava and George have been defending. You got Tell, crap, not even getting a game from them. He's playing Xavi Simmons, who's looking weak, and he's playing him out of position on the left. Richarlison's a donkey.
Yeah.
And Solanke, I don't know if he's injured or if he's
all the time.
Yeah, and then on the right-hand side, Brennan Johnson, I can't say much, he's my boy, you know what I'm saying? But they don't like him. And who did they buy? Kudos. Kudos is dried up. No goals. No goals.
Yeah, he has. What I don't get this statement, DCAT. What does that mean, though? I don't know what you... I know about the jump, bro. I know, but what's that... Can you give me an example of where I've shown that I don't get what you're saying? Just to stop having a base level acceptance of the championship. The level between the championship and EPL is galactic. It's literally 9. Right, but what... I don't know why you're saying that. Like, what have I said? If you could explain that
to be honest, you've said I haven't heard you say once Leeds are going down. So that would be acceptance championship. In fact, you're probably arguably the most deluded Leeds fan in the world because you said 7th Conference League. Now, how's that acceptance of championship?
14th realistically.
Oh yeah, pulling that back a bit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen. All I know underneath me at the minute, I've got Man United, Newcastle, Villa. That's what I'm saying. Forest. Yeah. You're always talking championship comparisons and when, who, what, why, when. When have I done that? Explain to me.
Oh, this is my favorite part of watching you on streams when you start having go at the chat, man. I love it so much.
No,
I see you come to life. I love it, man. I'm just gonna sit back and enjoy.
No, but I don't know what he's on about because he's in what way? When have I done that, DCAT? And what I will say, and like your Vegas just said, the step up hasn't been that difficult. We're mixing it with the big boys and looking all right. So I don't know what you're in relation to. I don't know. But yeah, we've mentioned Somerville, who was in the championship on this stream. That's it, I think.
We've talked about United going to the championship.
Yeah, Manchester United will go there because they're shit. But
wait, what's this? James has got an ACL injury.
I don't know how true that is. Listen, it's coming from Tiffany. I don't know. When did he get an injury? He didn't even come on at the weekend. So I don't know where that's coming from. Yeah. Ruben Amorim has lost almost twice as many games as he has won. Mental. Mourinho back at Stamford Bridge. Did Chelsea play?
Yeah. Champions League. No, he's that thingy now.
Benfica, sorry. Where's he at?
Is it Benfica?
Benfica, yeah.
Yeah, Benfica. Yeah. That's tomorrow. If he beats them,
the fuck's he going on about, bro? You've watched me in your dreams on about a conversation about depth. I've not and also mid-October and Finner clubs. I've not mentioned that conversation that you're saying there or championship in any of the last 50 minutes and 31 seconds. So I think this has happened in your dreams. And if I'm turning up in your dreams, I pray for you, brother, because it's not a good dream. Yeah, it's not a good dream. But yeah, I don't know.
I could just watch you do this all day, bro.
I don't know where that's come from, though. Why is he even just slinging mud at me for no reason?
DCAT, you're referring to anything that's been said on this stream or what he's been saying. Like, I don't know, for this whole I don't know.
It's an observation over the years. So we've been in the Premier League since May, yeah. And my man's talking about something I've been doing over the years. I don't know what we're going on about here, DCAT. You've come in, you've made a sweeping statement that isn't true, and then gone, but yeah, well, it's just something I've seen over the years. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
would it be wrong of you to have said that when it looked like promotion was on, to say how we going to cope with the gap? Like,
Yeah, probably not. Yeah, exactly. That's what I
is
mean.
that like really an out there statement to have done if that's what it was?
It was in reference to your managerial preference. We haven't even fucking been speaking about managerial preference. What are you going on about, bro? Are you on about Farker? So basically, you've not watched or listened to any of this stream. You're aware that I like the manager that you dislike, and you've come on and made a point about a manager. I think that's what you're getting at. But all I will say in response to anybody that's doubted the manager is, like I say, we've not been beaten at home since September last year. We won the league. We got 190 points across 2 seasons. We've been beaten twice in this league. We've looked good. D-Cat's on the M-Cat. I like that, Donny. I like that. Yeah.
Hold on.
Good,
there's
man.
still people that Farker out after a start. What's the general mood? What's the general mood at Leeds?
They're just quiet for the time being, bro. Listen, after we got beat by Arsenal, it was get him out now. I know there is people within this space, or even just in the Twitter space. I'm part of group chats where they go, fucking get him out. But then they don't actually say that with chest out there in the open. And I just wish they would. And then they've had to be quiet, because since then we've been decent, man. And yeah, look, the fact that Russell Martin's still Rangers manager shows that they're not going to sack Farker anytime soon, because he's been given time there, and it's the same ownership group, bro. So, I mean,
yeah, but it's like I don't really care if people are manager in or out. It's like, state your case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's a good point behind it, cool. I don't get why there's a lot of people that get judged for being a manager out. Like, we got it now. There's people that are Ange out, right? And I understand why they're Ange out. I think they have valid reasons to say Ange out. But there's some people that take it too far, and they're like, if you're gonna be Ange out, you're not a true fan, you're a fake fan, or give you a head the wobble and all this stuff. Instead of like, okay, instead of telling people how they should feel, engage in the conversation and have a debate over it. At the end, you're probably not gonna agree. But why do certain people think they can dictate to other people on how they should feel about a performance or a manager or a player or whatever, bro? It's like, it's the censorship in this footballing world is crazy. It's crazy.
Do you know what? There's a guy, Tigo from My Left podcast. Let me find his tweet. And 1 second. And he hit the nail on the head, with it. Let me find it. How can I find it?
The Farker out reasoning would be that he likes Aaron's. Yeah, but every manager has a player they like that the whole fan base don't like, or is divided on those opinions.
Where is he, man? It's doing my head in the snow.
Yeah, what you're saying, Dodo. Like, he's saying because it's the internet, if people think their opinion actually matters, they forget the internet isn't the real world. I think their opinions do matter to them, and they should be allowed to have that opinion. But it's not even the opinion that annoys me. It's the way people react to people's opinions, because it's different to theirs, and my opinion must be right.
Yeah, and it's a fear, right? I've got to try to find it now, man. It's gonna do my head in if I don't. 1 second. It's not there, man. Basically, he said, people are that they daren't show their hand because they're fearful that they're going to be proved right, or more important, they're going to be proved wrong. So rather than come out and say with chest, you know what? I don't rate the manager and I want him sacked, yeah? I want him sacked now. It's like, why not just be out there and say that instead of being worried about, oh, well, if I do say it and he does do well, then I'll look like a knob. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But then there's no harm in turning around at that stage and saying, do you know what? I wanted him out, but he has proven me to be wrong. Hands up, fair play to Farker. You've done what you've needed to do. Like that's the bit that's like that's the next step, isn't it? People don't like to be wrong, therefore people don't like to change their mind. That's the key. We've all got stuff wrong, man. I've said Bournemouth will get relegated. I'm still holding on to that hope. They probably won't. Now, at the end of the season, am I going to have to hold my hand up and say I was wrong? And probably, actually, I don't want to hold my hand up on that one. I want him gone, man. I can't not have any points out of those 6 anymore. They just need to be in a different division so I don't play them.
Bro, what do you think?
My favorite person is Keith Andrews.
Oh, I can't stand that man, honestly. What do you reckon to Crystal Palace?
I really like their team. I really like their manager. I don't think they'll be sustainable. They mainly because they got European football, but they could put weakened teams out on that and do well. I like Palace. I don't have any beef with Palace. Palace has beef with us because of what happens in the summer. But they're just not significant enough for me to invest much energy in them. I actually quite enjoy watching them play. And I think Glasner is an excellent manager. I don't see him being there this time next year or even in the summer.
But do you think his brand of football would be like accepted at a bigger club? Like
I think it'd
sitting
be
in and just
accepted at
playing...
United.
Eh?
I think United. Sorry, Manchester United. I think I could see that move happening because they've got a back three system. He's absolutely schooled Gamarim on how to play a 3-4-2-1 or a 3-4-3-3, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, and also I think they need some respect because they've gone. Someone's just said that. I think it's 18 games now undefeated. So they did a very good job, man. Very good job. If they can fight for a European spot, they'd have had a good season. As I said, you found it.
Yeah, I found it right. You ready? Yeah, this is it.
Yeah,
I'm scared of being wrong. I think everyone's scared of being wrong. That's a modern sickness in football fans, is they see with their eyes what they know to be true, but they'll tell themselves, if I jump out the window with this take, I'm going to look so dumb. And I get it, because I think Ruben Amorim has had the potential to make us look foolish. Unfortunately, my eyes just couldn't lie to me anymore.
You get it?
I get it.
It's like,
you know, the only thing I'd say on that is,
even if they've made a judgment on something, right? So like, even if someone said this player is the truth, right? And then they will continue backing that said player, even though everything's telling you, nah, he was shit. I was wrong. Blah, blah, blah. So rather than say, look, with do you know what? I got that wrong. They'll keep it going until the nth degree. And that's what happens with it, especially within my fan base, on the manager, within certain players who we didn't play, who were no longer here, and all that sort of stuff. And you just think, just hold your hands up, man. You were wrong.
But you also get the opposite. You know, when you say a player is shit, like, why does that have to be an agenda? Why can't it just be your opinion that that player isn't good enough? I get it all the time with Ryan Yates, man. I'm like, Ryan Yates is not good enough to start for this team. I don't mind him as I need to kill the last 5 minutes with a sub time kind of sub and all this. But because I've said that, because he's an academy player, I have a full agenda with Ryan Yates, according to certain people. And it's like, no, I just don't think he's good enough. If Ryan Yates was the best player in the world, I would say Ryan Yates is the best player in the world. He needs to start every game and what have you. I just don't think he's good enough. Like, why? I don't understand why that opinion needs to be taken to the nth degree. that I have an agenda with him and what have you. I thought Turner was crap. Apparently, I had an agenda with him. You know, I've backed Sangare because I've seen him play before he joined Forest, and I know how good a player he is. And I get called, you know, I've got a Sangare positive agenda or a toxic positive agenda. It's like everything has to be finished with the word agenda. It's like, no, it's just an opinion. It's just an opinion, man. I do have agendas against some, like Lingard I had an agenda with, and when I have an agenda with a player, I admit it. I hated him. Freaking Man U scum, man. I didn't want him in my club. And he's just stealing a living there. So there.
Yeah,
When
where
I
is
have
he
an
now? He's
agenda,
in China, isn't he?
yeah, it's like Korea or something, I
Yeah,
think.
something like that. Not
Yeah.
even China. Yeah, it's a bit of a mad one, I
What a
think.
mistake that was. Oh, so
Yeah.
your fan base is split on Aaron's?
No, I think a lot of them can't stand him, but he does an all right job, mate. Here's what it is.
I see. You don't have an agenda against him. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm probably more positive. Do you know what I find I do, mate? Right, I actually when people hammer players, I feel that I find myself sticking up for them more. Does that make sense? I'm like, leave him alone.
Oh, no. Don't hurt his feelings. Don't hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
I hear that. I hear that. I don't mind it. I tend to be a bit like that when I know the player is good and people just haven't seen him play and write him off. Like Igor Jesus, for example. No one had really seen him play, but I'd seen quite a bit of him at Botafogo, and I've got quite a few good like mates that I've made through this space in like the Brazilian world. So like when we're signing him and stuff, and Forest were linked to him back in Jan, so I'd been keeping an eye on him. His scoring record, if you read it on paper, was like terrible. It was like 6 or 8 goals. I can't remember what it was in like 52 games. But every single Botafogo fan you speak to, when you ask them who's your best player, Igor Jesus, and then everyone else. There's a lot of that going on. And then you got people like my mate Ant, who's obviously on my channel, so I can call him out direct. He's like, no, that's not a goal scorer's record. Farmers League, he's not going to do it. Why are we going after these players? Scores 2 goals against Betis, and Ant's like, yeah, I think I see something in there. It's all like flip floppy. So Igor Jesus is one of those players that I will defend because you could tell if he just gets settled in to the country, to the style of play, he can make it and what have you. Whereas people are quick, very quick, right? People like Backward. I said to you, Backward's been annoying me. I'm not writing him off because I've seen him. I know how good he is. Like if he can make that adjustment to the Premier League, bro, he's going to be a baller. But that doesn't mean I can't be frustrated with him and what I'm seeing. So it's just a weird world, man. It's like it's only football, bro. And people take it like you've cussed out their mum or something. You know, it's like weird, man. Weird.
Football is everything. Football is life. You know this. You know this, bro.
I know, man. I know.
Yeah.
But still,
football is life. But are we going to beat Spurs at the weekend?
I will say it again, so it's on the record. If you draw with Spurs, you've beaten Spurs. Spurs have 1 out in this game, and that is to win. The draw is a loss for them, and the loss is a loss for them. I think you beat them. I think you beat them.
Yeah, man.
I think you're going to do a stinky, dirty
Saturday lunchtime, bro. They play
them.
tomorrow as well, don't they? They play tomorrow against
Who they got?
Bodo Glimt.
Oh, they lose to them. Ange played them in the semis, didn't he? In the Europa last season. Spurs, by the way, have some of the easiest draws I've ever seen in the Champions League, man. Disgusting. No brown envelopes there. But yeah, I think you'll beat them 1-0. And I hope it's one of the most controversial goals you've ever seen. Some kind of handball BS, just so they lose their minds even more. And you consider said, don't care. 1-0. Hold that.
It'd be sweet, man. It'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Right, mate. We'll leave it there. We've done over an hour and 5 minutes. I don't know how we squeezed that out, but we just chat, man, and people enjoy it because we're two mates that chat. We'll have to arrange something where I can come and see you, man, and we'll do something live in person one time.
Ooh, we could do a live stream.
We'll do it.
That'll
man.
be fun.
Yeah. Listen, folks, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out Forest Fan TV, everything Nottingham Forest over on Wolfie's channel. The guy's an absolute legend and a great content creator to match. And make sure you join us on Wednesday on Sam's channel, and then on Thursday, everyone's favourite show of the week on Potsies, where your boy Lee from Manny will be making an appearance, man.
Do not miss this Thursday. Do you not miss
don't,
this
man.
Thursday?
We will
Not
be
you,
there.
I'm talking to them. It's gonna be box office.
It is, man. We shall see you in a bit. Bye-bye, folks.